Good morning, YouTube. It's been a while since we posted a video or did any type of video, but today we are doing something we really don't do much, and that is actual tent camping in the woods, like in the middle of nowhere. And as you can see, there's our tent. It's really cool. It's so cool, that tent. And I am actually boiling water for my little kit. I hope it's so good, but I don't have a good feeling about it. But we'll do a review on that. We'll do a review on that meal, and we have other meals for like lunch and dinner, but we have nothing out here, no electricity, nothing. And literally we are in the woods. We are not in a campground or anything like that. We're doing some adventuring today. We did some last night, but we just didn't record. But we have some really cool footage, I think, that we're gonna be showing y'all in the video, so just you'll love this video. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It kind of looks nasty but smushy, but oh my god, y'all, it is so good. Just follow the instructions and just make sure you get this brand because it's so good. Walking through the forest. We went on an adventure to the, or we're going on an adventure to the water. Ouch. I know it is a weird tree. I'm gonna go this way so I don't have to walk over that log.
Alright guys, we've arrived on our location. You're probably not going to be able to see anything but blackness, but yeah, this road's a little creepy. There's the road. It goes way up, but yeah, it's pretty creepy.
No, don't do that. You're asking to fall.
Yeah, because you do your life.
Take a pause. Take some looking.
Jeez.
There's one where he's running. See his toes up here? These things have like a break in the metatarsal of their foot. And when they're running, their foot's not like ours at all. Me and Peter last night, we can't make a dent on this ground. Both of us weighing 240. And you see how deep that's sunk.
Yeah.
But he hit it one spot here and right on up there. We fell into that last night, just pure luck. Head on up there a little ways and see what follows us back.
Okay.
See, it's different every single time. Yeah. Yeah, we're back here. Coming. Hey everybody, how's it going? So I just want to do this little recap video type thing at the end of this video, and tell you guys kind of the experiences that we had on this Bigfoot expedition that we just did this past weekend. We just got back from it. I just wanted to tell you guys some of our own experiences that we had that weren't on camera, that we didn't get on camera. Seems like pretty much every time I turned on my camera, nothing would happen, and as soon as I turned it off, something would happen. But so to start out, so the night that we got there, we basically got there pretty late, so we jumped in the Jeeps, went up to this undisclosed location, had a little campfire up there. Part of the group left, part of the group stayed at the camp at our undisclosed location campground. I mean, and it was way out in the middle of basically nowhere. Nobody was around at all. It was just our little group. But they went probably another 3 miles or so up the road, maybe even 4 miles. And I'm talking like 3 or 4 miles on a like old forestry road, like a service road. So not like a main highway or anything. So it was a pretty good distance. But so we're all sitting there. There's, I think, 4 of us left at the campsite or at the campfire area that we're doing. And I'm just sitting there, and probably like 30 minutes into it, to my left, just something gets thrown at me, and it kind of rolls. You know, you can hear it through the wood, and the woods are silent, completely silent. And something gets thrown, you could hear it in the leaves, like dunk, 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 like it's rolling in the leaves, like after it. It's just hard to explain, but so that was the first thing. Something got thrown at my direction. I saw the rock sitting there. There wasn't even rocks up there. So a rock got thrown. Probably about 20 minutes later, one of our other group members got up, tried to get some more firewood, like some branches that were around. She got up, got some branches, put it in the fire, sat back down. Almost as soon as she sat down, another rock gets thrown up our direction. And I'm talking about pitch black forest, nothing's out there. 2 times in a row, rocks got thrown in my direction that landed probably just a few feet from where I was sitting. Then we just heard some, weird little stuff, like branches cracking in the woods, kind of normal stuff that you might hear at night in the woods. But it was pretty. It wasn't really scary. I wasn't scared, but it was pretty awesome because I mean, what else could be throwing? I'm not saying it was Bigfoot. I'm just saying some weird stuff's going on there that you can't really explain. Because what else can really throw rocks up a hill? Because we were kind of in the middle, and they were coming from the direction that would be below us. So I mean, it had to be a pretty good throw, and I just don't know of many things that can throw rocks in the woods, especially in pitch black darkness. The only light we had was basically our headlamps that we had off, and then the fire, the light from the fire. But so that was, and then I think a few more rocks got thrown, but it wasn't at my direction. It was more the other members' direction. I think maybe 2 more times that night. And then the rest of the group gets there later on in the night. It's getting pretty late. We're about to leave. everybody's getting in the Jeeps. We're sitting there talking about what happened, what they saw, and blah blah blah. So, and I just turn over my shoulder and I look right before we get in the Jeep, and I see this giant ball. I would probably say, probably maybe 200 yards, 150 yards away from where I'm standing. Probably the size of a basketball, maybe basketball beach ball type size. Um, and again, nobody's out there. It's completely dark. There's no campsites anywhere near that area. And I just turn around and there's just this giant ball of light. It sits there for a second, it flashes, and then it goes away. And then like another 5 to 10 seconds, it lights up again, but it's maybe 10 feet to the left or to the right. I can't remember which direction, but either way, it was like maybe 10 foot each direction away from where it just was, and it just disappeared. And I that was pretty crazy to see some crazy lights in the woods that was obviously in the air, but not, because like again we were kind of in the middle and then it was a higher section, but so it couldn't have been, and it wasn't like a beam of light, it was just literally a ball of light. So it was just pretty strange, but and then it just disappeared. But I just don't know what could have made that light like that. It was pretty interesting. So we go back to camp, go to bed, wake up. We go up to another place during the day, look around, and then we go back up to around the same area. We went a little bit past that area the second trip, for the second night's adventures. We make another fire. Our whole group's there. We all stay together this time. And pretty much right off the bat, here we go again. Rocks were down low. They're up high. I wouldn't say up high, but there's a ridge. Like we're right here. There's a ridge up here. And we have our thermal cameras, infrared, all that stuff. So we could see heat signatures if there was anybody in the woods, like trying to prank us or whatever. But I don't know who would be out there doing that in that pitch black darkness like that. I mean, so far off any main road. And so the rock stuff starts getting thrown our direction again. It's just like, wow. I just don't know what it could have been really. But and then we just heard some calls. We went on like probably another about a half a mile to a mile hike at dark, and we probably saw some eyes, but that just turned out to be a little baby possum in a tree. After we really looked at it and we kept walking, we got up close to it. It was just a baby possum. But then we just kept going down the road, and it's dead silent. No insects, sounds, nothing. And we just keep walking and walking and walking, and then all of a sudden frogs start. Like the frogs, you can hear them. They're down a little farther, but the frogs just start going crazy, and it's just like, that's strange. There's no sounds at all. Then these frogs just start going crazy. So we're like, okay, nothing's probably down there. We're just gonna turn around, head back to our little campsite area. So we turn around, head back that way. As soon as we turn around, probably walk about 20 feet, frogs stop making a noise. It goes back to dead silence. And then all of a sudden you hear like a whoop sound, and then like an owl call type sound that just follows us the entire way back to the campground. Could have been an owl. I don't know. It sounded like an owl, but I do know that these things do mock each other and mimic each other, so it's hard to say. No concrete evidence that it was anything other than an owl, but it still was pretty crazy just to hear in the middle of darkness. But that whoop was kind of a weird, not like an owl sound, but I do have some audio of that, but it's very quick. But that's pretty much all that really happened, though. It was still a really awesome time. Met some great people, had an awesome time, and I really look forward to doing these these type little trips again to these areas that we know of, up here and anywhere else for that matter. Pretty interesting stuff, and you can believe or not believe, it doesn't matter. But um, after that, I mean, I already believed, but after the rocks being thrown and there's really no explanation for that, it's pretty hard to say that there's not some weird stuff going on in those woods for sure. But it was an interesting experience. But I'll leave Scott and Sheila's information down in the description if anybody is around this area in North Georgia area or from anywhere that wants to come here and go on one of these Bigfoot expeditions. He also does fly fishing. So yeah, I'll put a picture of his card on the video at the end here, and I'll also put more information down in the description. You can contact him on Facebook. He's got, I think it's called Squatch-Fishing Outfitters. So just look that up on Facebook, like his page, send him some messages if you guys are interested in doing any of the expeditions. Sounds like right now he's probably gonna have a few a year. Not gonna like overcrowd it, but yeah, he does the fly fishing stuff and all that. So really, really nice people. We appreciate them letting us come out there, and like I said, hopefully we're gonna do some more of this stuff. Maybe even closer to our house this next time. I don't know. We'll see. But very interesting time. I'm gonna, as you guys saw already, I'll put some of the video clips that we made at the campsite, and it's pitch black, obviously, and I don't have infrared on any of my cameras, so couldn't really see much, but you could hear and just imagine, like, hey, being out there is pretty crazy. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully this won't be the last one of these videos. We also have something planned with the Bigfoot type area of videos coming up soon in the next couple of days, probably maybe next week sometime. So just stay tuned for that if you guys are interested in any of that, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.